My name is Macintosh.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Macintosh. You have a house.
Yes!
Welcome to Blank Check Podcast, the podcast. I'm your host, Rob Haddon. All you out there listening to this might be thinking, this isn't Step by Step or Scott Stapp. No, this is not Step by Step, the podcast. This is Blank Check Podcast, the podcast. Chris is away. He has taken all of our ad revenue and gone off on a luxurious vacation with his wife, leaving me here with my wife and kids. But hey, his house is empty and all the recording equipment is in there. And you know what? We've been doing Blank Check, the podcast, inside of Step by Step for the past 2 years. And I thought, you know what? It's time to bring this to the forefront. It's time to bring this out. It's time to do this right. So that's what we're doing. And you know what? I can't carry this on my own, right? I always need a co-host. I have a co-host on Step by Step. I have a co-host here. And for those of you who are Step by Step listeners, I think you're not going to be surprised by who this is. And I think you'll be possibly even overjoyed.
You're unbelievable. Oh!
And there he is. There's the co-host, the man, the myth, the legend.
What's up, everyone? Hello, everybody, and welcome every person.
There he is, welcoming every person. Hey, co-host, do you want to introduce yourself?
You know what? No.
All right, I'll introduce you. It's Marty with 2 eyes. He's got 1 eye in his face and 2 eyes in his name.
Ding dong. What's up, bitches? It's me. Hi. How are you? Welcome to Blank Check Podcast, and this is the co-host, Marty with 2 eyes. Just like Rob told you. I had 2 catchphrases there. One was ding dong, and the other one was you're unbelievable. Oh.
Well, first of all, ding dong is my catchphrase from an earlier episode of Step by Step.
Is that true?
Yeah, back the fuck off my territory, Marty.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Chris, it's great, having him as a co-host. It's great working with him all the time, but I had to break free, and I'm glad I get to work with some new talent.
Oh, and thank you for calling me a talent, because guess what? America's Got Talent, and that man's name is me, Marty with 2 eyes. So, can I explain a little bit just for everyone who's listening maybe and being like, what is this? Can I say what I am and who I am?
What do you mean what you are?
Well,
we don't really know what you are. We haven't gotten to the bottom of that, so I'd love to hear that. But you could say who you are as long as you like.
Well, so here's what happened. You guys accidentally started a Blank Check podcast on episode 7 of Step by Step.
Yep, and then I panicked and didn't know what to do and just opened it up for calls.
Yes, and then I took that opportunity and I slid right into your DMs with my voice and said, hello, it's Marty. But I am an avid fan of all things related to Blank Check the movie. I'm also a big, huge fan of Mrs. Doubtfire and Robert Williams.
We do know Blank Check is not your favorite film, as it is mine.
Oh, no.
But it is in your top 5.
It's in my top 5 for sure. It's climbing. It's getting up there. It's never going to be number 1.
No, I mean, you were such a big Robin Williams fan, and, even to this day, despite he hasn't come out with any. Oh, okay, good. You know that now.
Yeah, I'm aware now that he is dead.
Yeah, the last time we talked about Robin Williams, I believe you were unaware of his passing. So
you guys broke the news to me, and I took it not very well.
No,
but I have since made peace with it. I watched all of his movies again. My favorite one, Flubber.
Yep, that's right. Your favorite movie is Flubber of his.
By the way, I'm in Tallahassee, Florida.
That's right.
I'm calling in. And I'm just here to tell you whatever you want to know about Blank Check the movie.
Yeah, and we're going to get down to it.
Rob, you had the reins. Take those reins, baby, and fucking ride.
Jesus, okay. So what we do...
Take the listeners for a ride,
Jesus,
Rob.
will you fucking let me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Marty.
Okay.
All right, this is my show. I can hang up... Wait, I can't hang up you anytime I want. That's another thing we should kind of put out there is that even when I don't like what Marty has to say, I literally cannot hang up on him because somehow he's hardlined into this show.
No one has yet to figure out how my voice gets into the podcast. I call in somehow and it works every time and you cannot hang up on
like
me.
A charm. And we don't mind. We really don't mind. And in fact, I invited you back because not many people out there are fans of Blank Check. It's hard to find someone who has as much veracity for the film as I do. And you're one of those people.
You have such veracity for blackjack.
I have.
It's something that I've noticed about you, and it's impossible not to notice, honestly.
Yeah.
And I've never even met you face to face.
No, and we still have not.
No, but I hear your voice, and I'm like, that sounds like some guy who's got fucking veracity.
Yeah, that's what I would call it. So,
And I have a veracity that is not quite equal to yours.
it's hard to love the film as much as I do. And I call it a film because it is a film, okay? It's not a flick. It's not a movie. It's not a moving picture. It's not a talkie, okay?
No.
It's a lot more than that. It really set the tone, I think, for what the 90s were. I mean, think back when $1 million was a lot of money, okay?
Oh my God, before it was chump change?
Yeah. Before I mean, now...
Before I had $1 million coming out of my fucking ears.
Yeah. I had $1 million in Bitcoin the other day, and you know what? It all fucking went to shit, and who cares? Who
Guess
cares,
what?
honestly? It was just $1 million.
I took a wet fart yesterday. You with
Is
me?
that it?
You
Is
with,
it?
You with me?
I'm with you. I'm with you through wet fart. Yeah. Is that it, or is there more?
No, that was it.
Okay. Thanks for that. All right. So, what do we do here on this show, right? Obviously, Marty and I are big fans of Blank Check. So, what we're going to do is we're really going to give the screenplay the time and thought that it deserves. Okay. We're going to go through the plot. And for those of you who haven't seen it, when you're done, you can be like, wow, I feel like I already saw it, but I still feel like I need to go out and rent it from my local video store. Well, guess what? Those don't fucking exist anymore. They existed during the 90s when this was made, Ultimate Video, Blockbuster, but no, it's gone. You can't, all right? You got to go and rent it on Amazon for $2.99 for standard definition, $3.99 for HD. Why do I know that? I looked today. I wanted to watch it. I couldn't. I don't own a VHS player, but I own the tape.
Spring for the, if you're going to watch it on Amazon, spring for the SD. You could really, it's got that graininess that you want in a movie.
Well, here's the thing. If it was available in HD, there was no HD back then.
I accidentally watched it in HD one time, and guess what? I said, what is are they in the room with me? This is absurd. And I turned it off, and I hid under the covers.
I feel like that with every film. I really can't watch HD at all.
HD is insane. 4K. Do you want to know what happened when I saw 4K television at Best Buy?
You watched 4,000 televisions at Best Buy?
It felt that way. I'm standing there, right?
Yeah.
They're showing me Rango. And I'm looking at it. I'm
Unchained?
like, no, just the regular Rango.
Oh.
I think that was a movie, right? With a little lizard or something?
Oh, I thought you said Django.
No.
Rango. Yeah, Rango Unchained.
Rango Unchained. And he's a little lizard, and he's got these little lizard feet and arms and face. But it was a 4K television. I'm standing there, and I'm going to Jim, who's the Best Buy guy. You know Jim?
Is he the one down in Tallahassee?
Definitely.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
good.
Who doesn't know Jim, the Tallahassee Best Buy employee?
He works in the TV section.
Yeah.
And anyway, I go, Jim, get your sweet little tookus over here. And he ignores me like he normally does. And I go, Jim.
Oh, do you go there often?
I'm there almost every day.
Okay.
I'm standing there looking at these TVs like I almost always do. And I say, Jim, turn around and let me see that sweet little can while you're walking over here.
Wait, you want him to walk backwards to you?
Uh-huh. And
Okay.
I say, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch your butthole.
Yeah, that's a normal thing that people say. Thank you for that, Marty. Where are we going with this?
Oh, so he comes over and I'm like, I hate to tell you this, but you got a lizard infestation.
Oh, you thought it was real.
I thought there was 1 million lizards in this store because they got so many of these 4K TVs showing me Rango. And I'm like, guess what? Lizards talk now. And Jim pats me on the shoulder. He goes, Marty, I understand. I understand what you think is happening, but they're not really here. It's just a 4K television. And guess what I did? I slapped him
Really?
right across his face.
Oh, jeez. He's turned around at this point.
Oh, he's facing me now.
Yeah.
Yes. I slapped his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And
on his face.
on his face. Yeah, well, come on, Rob.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't want to be crazy. And you know what? You're married with a husband and a wife.
Mm-hmm. I would never slap a butt cheek that was not my husband or my wife's.
Right.
And we should explain that There was some question at some point about my gender or how I identify, and it's not, you know what? I don't care. Think of me however you want.
It's not even fluid with you. It's beyond that.
Oh, I am so beyond fluid. And I used to live with my husband, my wife, and my grandmother. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, she is now with Robert Williams.
That's right. She died right after her passing her driver's test, right?
That's correct. And anyway, my point was that I don't like HD.
But anyway, Blank Check.
Blank Check. Oh,
the
my
podcast.
God.
We got to talk about Blank Check, the movie.
But guess what? You know what I found out about this movie?
What's that?
Well, I did a little research, and I found out it was directed by Rupert Wainwright.
Dude, that's exciting.
And I also found out it's a 1994 American comedy film, directed by Rupert Wainwright, like I said, starring Brian Bonsall.
Are you on IMDb right now? I mean, I can't see you, but it seems like you're just like looking at your phone or your computer, or maybe like the back of the VHS.
No, Marty. I'm on Wikipedia. Brian Bonsall plays Preston Waters.
Yes, Preston Waters, the main character of the film. We should probably give a synopsis, shouldn't we?
Oh, please.
Okay. Blank Check. For those of you, the uninitiated, who are just finding this podcast because you watch Step by Step and don't care. Oh.
You know what that sound means,
Wait, hold on. Do you have control of the board?
It's time for Marty's Movie Moments. And by the way, for those of you at home, you can't see the graphic Marty's Movie Moments, but Marty obviously has two eyes at the end of it. Mm-hmm. Movie also has two eyes in this graphic that I created here with clip art. And Moments does not have any... Well, so it has a T, and the T is actually two eyes crossed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you cross your T's with your dotted I's.
That's exactly right, Rob. That's very clever.
Hey, you thought of it.
I mean, yes, I did. Anyway, this is a segment that we always do on this show where I talk about my favorite movie moments, and today's is from Mrs. Doubtfire. Rob, do you want to know what my movie moment is?
I mean, I can't wait to hear something completely unrelated to the Blank Check podcast within the Blank Check podcast. But yeah, let's go down the Mrs. Doubtfire rabbit hole.
Great. It's the part where he's dressed like a lady.
Right. Well, he didn't. Yeah, he's not like Caitlyn Jenner, right? He's a he the whole time.
Not as far as I know.
No, he never declared himself now a woman.
No. Although, wouldn't that be interesting? But it's the part of Mrs. Doubtfire where he's running around the kitchen and he's trying to dress like a woman and then he's trying to also be a man. If you saw the movie, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about.
Is this when he puts his face in the cake?
He puts his face in the cake, but that's not the movie moment I'm talking about,
Oh.
Rob. It's the part where he peeks his head around the corner and goes, "Hello."
You mean...
This has been Marty's Movie Moments. Join us next time.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for all of that, Marty.
Anyways.
Yeah. How many of these are we going to do? Just one, right?
Just one what?
Marty's Movie Moments.
I thought you meant Blank Check.
Well, I do mean Blank Check. We're doing... Okay. If we're only doing one of these, we really should get to the movie. I mean...
Yes, we should. And
okay.
the movie is Blank Check.
Blank Check, yeah. So Preston Waters is the main character. He is kind of the forgotten child of the family. It's kind of based on... If you've seen the acclaimed film Home Alone, he's a bit like the Macaulay Culkin of the family.
Not familiar with him or that movie, but I guess I maybe could see what you're talking about. That's another movie?
Yeah, that's another movie around the same time. It's a young boy. He feels like he is picked on and kind of bullied and forgotten about by the rest of his family.
Oh my God, those fucking twats.
Yeah, no, good language. So what happens is he is riding his bike one day.
Macaulay Culkin?
No, Preston Waters.
Who's that? Oh, Blank Check.
He's a kid who's about to be rich, even though he already has a rich kid name. So he is riding his bike through a bank parking lot, and this guy who you're introduced to him earlier as being a criminal on the... Okay.
You know
Marty?
What that means, folks? It's time for Rob's Blank Check Rain Check. And this is when Rob calls a friend of his on the phone and tells him that he unfortunately cannot watch Blank Check with him today because he has to take a rain check. Rob,
yep. This is a great recurring segment that Yeah, I mean, this is something I wanted to do. I want to do a little bit later, but I think now's a great time. All right. So we're actually going to call Chris.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to call someone else.
All right. I'm going to call one of my best friends who I'm actually supposed to hang out with later, Hans Gruber.
Great.
Yeah. So we'll give him a call now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. All right, it's ringing. Hey, Hans. Hey. It's Rob Haddon. How you doing, man? I'm good. Yeah, not really doing anything. Just
you're hanging out with your good friend.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with a friend of mine. I mean, we're more
another good friend.
Another good friend. We're just on the phone.
Yes, you're also a good friend, but not.
Yeah.
But there's a
Hold
friend.
on. Can you give me 1 sec, Hans? I'm just gonna put you on hold. One sec. Hey, Marty.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't need you backseat driving my car.
You don't need my notes?
You sound like my wife. No, you took notes?
Is that? Oh yeah, of course I did.
You took notes for a future conversation I haven't had yet?
Yes.
You can give me notes when I'm done.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Hans. Sorry about that. So yeah, no, I know we're supposed to hang out. We're supposed to hang out later. Yeah, I know there's a Christmas party that we're supposed to go to.
Blackjack.
Look, and afterwards, yeah, we on the flight home we were gonna watch Blank Check. I know. I'm gonna have to take a Blank Check rain check. I don't think I can. And
this has been Blank Check Rain Check.
All right, Hans, I gotta go.
With Rob Haddon. So anyway, I'm sorry. Get back to your blank check.
All right, thanks, Marty. All right, so let's actually get into it. Let's actually talk about the film. So, Preston Waters, Forgotten About Child. He is riding his bike through a parking lot where this guy backs up into him and runs his bike over.
Helmet?
No helmet. It's the 90s. Not even wrist guards, you know?
Yeah.
So this guy backs up, runs him over, and then this guy's a criminal. We see him earlier in the film. He's like digging up a bag under the train tracks that you just assume is full of money because this is a kid's movie and the plot's kind of thin. But it's a great, great film, and it's very, very deep. So this guy needs to get out of there quickly. So he basically goes, "How much does the bike cost?" And the guy's like,
sorry,
"Oh,
we're out of time." And that's the episode of Blank Check Podcast. And you probably have more time, Rob, because you don't have a life. But I, unfortunately, have to get back to the rest of my life, which is very busy.
Yeah, I know you're very busy with your home chores.
I got some chores to do, yeah. If you really want to know about them, I got some chores.
Well, look, we've barely scratched the surface of this. So I think we've got to come back with another episode and really dive into this thing.
I got my appointment at Best Buy with the Nerd Squad.
Marty, I think that's the Geek Squad.
No, this one.
Oh, is this like a group of friends you have at Best Buy?
That's what I call the people that work at Best Buy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're all nerds.
What's this other thing you were talking about?
Geek Squad?
Geek Squad?
Yeah, it's literally it's people who work at Best Buy who will come and help you with your electronics in your house because you're old, confused, and incapable.
Oh, you mean the Nerd Squad?
Yeah, the Nerd Squad. They drive little VW bugs around.
No, I don't know about that, but this is what I call the people that work at Best Buy. They're standing there in their freaking blue shirts, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, nerds, what's up?" I go there and I bully them, especially my good friend Jim.
And I'm sure they really, really appreciate it because they didn't get enough of that in high school. And now they're just a bunch of unsuccessful losers working at a Best Buy wearing blue shirts and pleated pants.
Hey, don't talk about my friends like that.
Oh, they're your friends now?
Well, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, that's it. We already ran the buzzer on this one. So, I guess we'll do a sign off now, and we'll come back hopefully if Chris goes on vacation again to do another one of these and actually get through the film because I think we introed it, but we didn't quite get that far. But we have more time.
Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, that's my sign off as well.
So until next time, I'm Rob Haddon.
I'm Marty.
And may all your checks be blank.
I'm Colin Quinn. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.